Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Kadash. All praises, honor, glory, love, respect, faith, and power, and trust, and all credit to my Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and my Heavenly Big Brother, Yahweh Shah. Thank you so much for what you've done, what you're doing, and what you're going to do. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops of GMS, Great Millstone, who I learned from, and all the men scattered all over the world teaching His truth and none but the truth in the name, spirit, and the power of Yahweh Bashim Shah. Trying to put a spiritual bug in you Hebrew Israelites' ears, you so-called black Latinos, the Spanish, Native Americans, and Middle Indians, and you speckled birds. And what is a speckled bird? That'd be a Hebrew Israelite that look like some of the heathen nations, like for example, a Hebrew Israelite that look like a so-called white person, or so-called Chinese person, etc., etc. Got some videos lined up about the American economy. I haven't watched any of these videos. I'm assuming one of these videos, or really all these videos, are related to American economy, how shitty it is, and it's only gonna get more shittier. If that's a search word, but might as well make it a search word, shittier. Anyway, and who's doing it? Yahweh by Shemal Shah. So I'm gonna play these videos. I'm gonna get into the scripture my best ability to say whatever God say through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shemal Shah, the Holy Spirit of Krahak Kadash, Lord wouldn't be on me. Let's get it.
To our top consumer headlines for the day, a new jobs report shows that job openings in the United States reached a 2-year high in May. The Bureau of Labor Statistics says that they rose to about 7.6 million. The monthly increase is the second in a row. Economists did predict price shocks from the war in Iran could harm the labor market.
Hundreds of Arizona workers are expected to lose their jobs as Lucid Motors announces another round of layoffs. A new state filing shows the electric vehicle company plans to cut hundreds of positions at its Casa Grande Operations Center. 12 News journalist Tori King has the details. Hey, Tori.
Lucid Motors says it plans to eliminate 705 positions here in Arizona, but not only that, the company also plans on slashing 18% of its workforce nationwide. According to a WARN notice filed with the state, Lucid says these cuts are part of a broader effort to reduce costs and better match production with demand. The cuts will impact full-time employees, contractors, and manufacturing workers as well. Company documents show the move is expected to save Lucid about $158 million.
Oh yeah, they talking about, I didn't want to add the video in, but they were talking about Volkswagen getting rid of 100,000 jobs, laying off 100,000 people. That's global. I'm pretty sure that's global, but I'm not getting into this. This is about America. I would say that video when they talking about firing 100,000 or cutting 100,000 jobs at Volkswagen on another day, because I got like a bunch of global news right here, but I want to just throw that out there. Yeah, it's getting serious, man. Who else? Oh yeah, Oracle. They still firing yeah, they're getting rid of 21,000 jobs too in this year. Yeah. Yep. Anyway.
Per year. That's their estimate. The company also plans to eliminate the second production shift at its Casa Grande factory here in Arizona. And as part of the restructuring, Lucid's chief operating officer is also leaving the company, and that position is being eliminated completely. In a statement, Lucid calls the layoffs difficult decisions and said they were taken to, quote, align production with demand, reduce inventory, and adapt to declining market conditions. They are a part of a broader effort to simplify the company, sharpen execution, and position Lucid to become more competitive over time. Lucid says it expects to complete most of these layoffs by the end of September. This is not the first round of layoffs for Lucid, by the way. The company cut about 1,000 jobs in 2023 as part of another 18% reduction, and then announced additional job cuts back in 2024. Lucid has not specified exactly what positions here in Arizona will be cut, nor has it said whether those employees have been notified. We'll continue to track that and bring you any updates online at 12news.com. Reporting in downtown Phoenix, I'm Tori King, 12 News.
Some high-profile businesses on Oahu are shutting down, raising concerns about economic pressures.
Community members worry about the losses for workers and families. Our Raquel Kahlo has more.
Behind me is one of many businesses across Oahu set to close their doors. And for some in the community, it's another sign of familiar places disappearing across the island.
I'm very sad it's closing. I've been going to the one in Pearl City before that one closed because I was right by my work.
La Tour Cafe in Kapolei is set to close at the end of the month. Just next door, DB Grill is also preparing to shut down on July 12th.
Well, I think it's terrible. I think it takes away from, local people that need jobs. It's going to impact a trickle effect, impact their kids' kids.
Business leaders say many restaurants are struggling under the weight of rising costs, from labor to day-to-day operations.
Employees, we take care of them because they're like family. They have rent to pay, they have children to support. Our minimum wage went up. When minimum wage goes up, everybody's pay scale goes up.
At the same time, consumers are changing how they spend.
People are really looking at, what is going to be the best for their family economics, whether it's, should we drive to our favorite restaurant that's kind of across town? or should we just stay within the neighborhood?
Retailers are feeling the
Best to stay in the neighborhood.
pressure too, with Nordstrom Rack closing its
A lot of people ain't got no money for all that other shit.
Waikiki location next month.
We do know that a lot of physical retail has been hurting in the last several decades because of the shift to online. And businesses are clamoring to get that online, that e-com presence.
Still, with RIMPAC military exercise underway until July 31st, Matsuoka hopes for a boost in business.
I just got to speak to 6 restaurateurs this morning who said they have seen the impact of RIMPAC. When they come in, it's, all the different countries, and when they have their times off, they will, venture out. We're looking forward to those visitors venturing out and enjoying our restaurants.
Raquel Kahlo, Hawaii News Now.
No, CBS 42.
Your eatery joints gonna be closing up. Grocery stores, anything involving any place selling food or serving food, shit, they gonna be closing up.
News at 10.
Ain't gonna cause jobs losses and all that shit.
Starts with a big story.
That big story, after decades in Tuscaloosa, the B.F. Goodrich tire plant will be shutting down, a decision impacting 1,200 jobs. Good evening, I'm Sherry Jackson.
And I'm Carly Lang. Michelin North America made the announcement this morning. CBS 42's Charlize Ramos has a look at what's next for the community.
Michelin North America says the decision to close this plant comes as a larger reorganization plan within the company. But now here in Tuscaloosa, community leaders are shifting their focus away from the announcement and now looking at how they can help those 1,200 people who will be impacted. After 80 years, Michelin North America announced the B.F. Goodrich tire plant in Tuscaloosa will be shutting down.
We have seen B.F. Goodrich go through some growth. We've seen them go through union talks. We've seen them just really thrive.
Over those years, the plant has become one of the largest employers in the county.
I've been here all my life, and B.F. Goodrich has been a part of our community. So we just want to make sure we're doing the right thing.
Dr. Karen Thompson Jackson with Temporary Emergency Services says the right thing is helping the 1,200 employees that are expected to be impacted.
They are our neighbors, they are our friends, and they are human. So we want to make sure that by the time 2028 comes and the plant is closed, we have just kind of...
Well, hopefully this country won't be in existence by 2028. I'm looking for this bitch to be gone in a blaze of fire in 2027, hopefully, Lord willing.
Tidied up all of our processes. We've helped individuals to find jobs. We've been
burn up all them damn tires, burning up every damn thing. Everything must go.
there for social and emotional support. We've got counselors that are ready because that shock just hits you and you're not prepared.
But the city of Tuscaloosa will be prepared. Mayor Walt Maddox was not available for an interview, but says in a statement that this afternoon he met with representatives from the state and county, the Economic Development Authority, and the Chamber of Commerce to begin developing a coordinated response, one that aims to stabilize the economy and find the best path forward.
It's going to take some adjustment for all of us, looking at and trying to read through the tea leaves to see, hey, well, can that plant be repurposed? What are the ideas? What's going on? And I'm pretty sure our state, our representatives are looking to attract business to come.
I'm pretty sure that plant will be repurposed for military use. They can use that plant to make some tires for certain utility vehicles. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway.
I'm here because we've got 1,200 people that will be looking for a job, and we want to make sure they land successfully.
The company says layoffs won't be coming for another several months, but operations are expected to start winding down in early 2027, with this plant officially closing its doors in 2028. Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Charlize Ramos, CBS 42 News.
Democratic Congressman Greg Casar of Austin is joining the growing debate over how artificial intelligence is changing the workforce all across the country, including right here in Austin. The Austin-based company Oracle cut about 21,000 jobs over the past year, and Congressman Casar is calling for policies to protect workers as AI becomes more common in the workplace. Those policies...
How can you protect workers? This is prophecy, man. There's no... Yeah, there will be no work in... What is it? Any work for Egypt. Yeah, there will be no work for Egypt. Not even no work for anywhere else around the world. But I'm not getting into that. I'm getting into America, Egypt, spiritual Egypt, America, Babylon the Great.
These include a
America
proposal to tax some AI
no work here
companies to help fund job programs.
For families in Austin and across the country, 21,000 layoffs is a disaster. Those 21,000 layoffs are not just a statistic. That is 21,000 people who are wondering how they will pay their rent, how they will pay their mortgage, how they will stay on their feet in this unstable job market.
We reached out to Oracle last week about those layoffs. They sent us a statement that reads, quote, as our cloud and AI businesses grow, we will continually balance our resources and restructure our development group to help ensure we have the right people delivering the best cloud and AI products to our customers around the world, end quote. Oracle also said in its federal filing that the adoption and deployment of AI technologies have resulted in workforce reductions and could lead to additional cuts in the future.
Isaiah chapter 19, verse 15, neither shall there be any word for Egypt. Like I said earlier, here we go. There's the proof. There would be no word for Egypt. America, Babylon the Great. America. I got a bug in my house? I don't know. You know how you got bugs that when they'll fly and hit a light or a source of light when it's dark? I don't know. I don't see it, but it's something making some noise. Anyway, which the head or tail, branch or rust may do. So big paying jobs, low paying jobs, executive jobs, low earning jobs are being erased. It'd be no more. And shit, soon your only job is to fend for yourself. Yeah. Our case, to fend for ourselves, we got to be multitasked. We got to be staying faithful to Yahweh Shema Shah, patient to Yahweh Shema Shah, and I want to say fend for ourselves because the Lord go defend for us, but you know what I mean. I mean, we going to have to do something. I don't know what, but well, most people going to have to fend for themselves because they ain't going to have the Lord. I pray the Lord be with me. Let's get to the next one. Oh, yeah, you better pray the Lord be with you.
And one price.
Yeah, I want to leave you out. Whoever listen.
Introducing Simplicity from Verizon.
So I want you to imagine something for a second. Your child who you love dearly gets seriously hurt. Or your spouse has chest pains. Or maybe even you need some emergency service. Well, here's the problem. Instead of driving 10 to 15 minutes to go to your local hospital, you have to drive for 45 minutes or maybe an hour plus because there's no hospital nearby. You're probably thinking, well, this will never happen, but it's happening right now. Hospitals are closing down and some departments are shutting down as well. Where you may see a maternity ward, the closest one could be 45 plus minutes away. You may see the oncology department could be an hour and a half away. Maybe to go get some labs done, you have to drive an hour and a half to 2 hours away to the local lab. This is the new...
All those places are like, they're all businesses. Yeah. And they're losing money. Because a lot of them going in debt. And a lot of people ain't paying them. I don't know. All I can tell you, good riddance. But it's going to suck, especially when that's the only place they could be able to somewhat fix a broken bone. If you get a broken bone in your leg and they can joint that shit together. I don't know, some serious shit. I mean, snake bites. If they got a damn, if it's poisonous snake, can they get the venom? Not venom, what that shit called? The antidote for the venom? I mean, yeah, it's going to be rough.
Reality. This is where we're at. I want to show you.
That's why we need the Lord, man.
Something. Look at this. It says 720 hospitals are at risk of closure. Now, why are these hospitals closing? I want to read a couple things to you. First, look at this one. It says right here, 720 rural hospitals across the U.S., representing about 1/3 of all rural.
And that's out in the countryside.
Facilities nationwide are at risk of closing due to severe financial problems, according to the Center for Healthcare Quality.
Yeah.
Now, it says the data current as of May 2026 includes 294 hospitals that are at immediate risk of closure over the next 2 to 3 years due to the severity of their financial situation. It says facilities with the greatest risk of closure have more debt than assets or lack enough financial reserves to offset losses on patient services for more than a few years. Rural hospitals are at risk of closing in almost every state, according to the report. In the majority of states, more than 25% of rural hospitals are at risk. In 10 states, 50% or more are at risk. Okay. Now, I want to show you something, okay? Because here's what's happening. There are many hospitals that are just shutting down in rural areas, but also in many urban areas as well, where hospitals are struggling. And it's not because they don't have the ability to provide a service. It's because they are trying to, they're trying to just stay afloat. The operational costs are absurd. But in order to maintain certain divisions, certain departments, they have to shut down others. So what we're seeing today is interesting. Not all hospitals are shutting down, but now they're also in a transition phase. We see this with businesses all the time. We see this with individuals as well, where they go through periods where they have a little bit extra money and they do renovations, they do fixes, they do improvements. Or individuals have no money and they have to cut back, they have to sell, they have to downsize. We're seeing the same thing with hospitals. For instance, a hospital may have an emergency department. They may have to get rid of that. Maybe they have an ICU, which then they have to get rid of that one. Or they have something like labor and delivery, neonatal, right? Pediatrics. They may have a radiology department. They could have a lab, right? All these things. A pharmacy. The pharmacy is one of the biggest ones, because if the hospital doesn't have a pharmacy, which some don't, but the pharmacy is one of the easiest things to get rid of, because you're not really affecting the actual patient, but you're affecting where they go to get their medication. I want to show you something. Look at this right here. It says rural hospitals closing their doors. Now, this is as of August 7th, 2023. I want to show you the map here, okay? This is a rural hospital closure conversion by state, okay? 2025 to 2023, not to present. Now, if you look at this, the darkest color has more than 10 closures. The blue has between 5 and 9. The light blue has 0 to 4. So, just give you an example. In Washington, there's been one hospital that has closed in that period. California, we have 9. Texas, 29 hospitals have closed down. Okay. Oklahoma, 10. Okay. Georgia, 10. Florida, 8. You can see kind of what we're looking at. Okay. Let's look at Alaska. They had 1. Okay. Puerto Rico. Okay. We'll just look at Hawaii really quick. They had 0. Now, why am I showing you all this? I'm showing you this because this is part of the issue. Okay. Where hospitals are on the verge of shutting down. But there's something that actually makes it a little bit less, well, a little bit interesting. I want to show you something. It says the $50 billion Rural Health Transformation Fund is pushing many hospitals to shrink. What exactly is that? Well, let me read this to you. It says right here, the Rural Health Transformation Program.
All right, anyway, I ain't playing no more of this, but you get the idea. Even the healthcare business is closing, or the hospital business is not looking so good, and they're closing up a lot of hospitals, like their restaurants and retail stores, clothing store, which that's a retail store. But anyway, you get it. Let's get this next one.
Minimum wage earners, your time is now worth less than one soft pretzel in the mall. Don't think you're special, because your time's also worth less than 1 pound of ground beef. Scam at the gas pumps through the summer, and where is gold going to take us as we come into this inflation wave? Food up and up through the summer. Get ready for the barbecue season. Signs to look for through the rest of 2026. Wisconsin food prices increased 7.5% ahead of 4th of July. Wait a minute, I thought our inflation was running at 3-something%. Total cost of 12 food items to host a summer cookout for 10 people, $75.50 in Wisconsin. Highest total for the summer since it began measuring in 2013. Not really a long sample size on that. I bet if we went back to 1970s and adjusted for inflation, it'd be higher, but you know.
I couldn't believe how much mucus came out of my lungs the first time I tried this. It felt like I could finally breathe again. You were probably told that when you get older,
it is what it is. Minimum wage, Pennsylvania, $7.25 an hour. Auntie Annie's soft pretzel at the mall, $7.29, plus tax, of course. Minus tax on your $7.25 for wages.
Damn. I mean, shit. Yeah.
That's where it diverges most. Imagine telling somebody that hour of their time is worth less than a pretzel, and I would say, don't think you're special there. A pound of ground beef costs more than federal minimum wage from money.com. Covered a couple of these stories back over the months as it was running up into these. There's probably 50 of these comparisons we can do now. But I do want to put it into context here. Why is everything so inflationary at the moment? Picture's worth 1,000 words. Well, picture's worth 4,500. I know it's.
And one thing I want to mention, I should say this every time, every video I do I won't say any video, but anything involving money. And, you know, this is pretty much leading to the mark of the beast, the chip implant. Just get straight to the point. I'm trying to say more, but I'm like, fuck it. Say it. Say it all. Say as much as you can. The chip implant is leading to the mark of the beast. Yep.
Around 4,000 now, but give me some leeway with the slide. Gold price 2026, that big stack of money on the left. Gold price 1933. Some change in a couple.
You see the change over here is like, oh, this is how much gold costs an ounce? Well, yeah.
Bucks on the right. This is why your inflation's running hot. Why you're going to pay more for everything. And you can just imagine as it takes hold even more, this Strait of Hormuz thing is not finished in any way, shape, or form. The knock-on effects are talking 7-9 months before it comes and we hit the peak of the inflation. So we're really just starting to see it now. Especially through the summer months, you're going to be driving, gasoline's going to cost more, motor oils, fuels, repair things for the car, and the fluids are going to cost you more. Food's going to be more expensive.
Yo, if I knew 20 years ago to buy some gold and some silver, or at least some gold, I wouldn't buy some. I don't know how much it'd be for an ounce, probably like $500 back. Let's look. How much was an ounce of gold? Not is. How much was an ounce of gold back in 2008? I'm just gonna choose 2008. Oh shit! Less than $1,000, $800. That's still high. Well, whatever.
Everything is just prepare for this inflation wave. So whatever you need to do to cut costs in certain areas of your life to be able to afford others, you're going to have to start to prepare and put that into motion right now because it's here. We're no longer waiting for this inflation to arrive. Now you go to the store every week and you're seeing price increases. So just an FYI out there, if you have a plan B, you probably want to put it into play right now.
Well, that plan is only Yahweh Shema Shah. Shit. You can get a little this and get a little
right about now.
Little that, but man, I don't know how it's going to be like, but I can tell you it's going to get bad. And things gonna get really expensive, and it's gonna be hard to receive or hard to get things too. Either it's especially with World War III going on, and certain things ain't manufactured or produced, and it's trying to get to over. I can tell you it's gonna get bad anyway.
Because the world's largest meat supplier shuts down 2 plants in America, bad for beef lovers, good for automation and shareholders. JBS confirms plant closures, thousands impacted.
Yeah, jobs, people lost their jobs.
First paragraph there, Sutterton, Pennsylvania, and a value-added facility in Memphis, Tennessee. These are lumped into, I guess, one category because if you look in the paragraph directly below that, Pilgrim's Pride closing in Chattanooga. So it's actually 3 areas, but somehow they've said 2. You do the math with that, I guess it's creative accounting. The company said the closures are part of a targeted network change aimed at strengthening operations moving forward. Creative accounting, get the share prices up, people out, 1,485 workers, bye-bye. We're going to automate you. You knew it was coming. That was a plan B that should have been put in motion, according to JBS. Thanks for the warning. And Kerry putting out the info here for us. Average beef price, ground beef, year 2000, $2.01 for a pound. That's the kind of prices I remember. And it would be on sale for like 85 cents in the summer. 2026, $6.74, but you saw that's more than minimum wage now, so that has increased even since its April 1st post. Pound of bananas year 2000, 50 cents. 2026, 65 cents. So how are bananas able to travel 3,000 miles when a pound of ground beef only needs to move a few hundred miles? And the price difference is so just incredible.
73 miles off the coast of Ann.
Let me skip all this shit.
Economies of scale, because these beef producers got economy of scale too. All uncooked to a 70. We probably once. Yeah, you're going to get screwed at the pump. No pun intended. Well, yeah, every pun intended, I guess. Stop row right there. Coming out from the city of North Lake Police Department. If you used a credit card in there, then it'll keep the transaction open. And another part 2 of the whole scam is they'll tell you there's no way to get a receipt out of this, like the paper dispenser's empty or no receipts available, and a lot of people are just in a hurry, like, all right, let's go, we got the kids, whatever, let's just get out of here, because you're so used to the pumps turning off. But in reality, it stays on. So then once they know that that has been paid for, they come in and they milk the pump. So if you see a screw on a pump, and then you see directly with that the receipt dispenser is out of order, they're scamming your card to be able to pull more petrol out of it. And then another location happens the exact same thing, showing you that a different type of screw was pumped in. But the MO is exactly the same. They use something to stop the depression of that lever that then turns off your transaction and actually stops the gas pump itself and to be able to pump more and put more into a tank or gas cans or whatnot. So please be aware of this. You know, I'm trying to bring you the best I can because I drive too. You know, and if I were to see this, it's so small.
Yep, they doing some shit.
Jimmy Dean Bacon, marked weight on the package.
All right, man, that's enough of this. Man, you got to go outside, bro. See, what else we got?
Somebody's lying about inflation, man.
Like, the fix is in. Somebody is doing this shit on purpose. Like, I saw a car that I thought was a nice looking car, and it was $60,000. That used to be how much a house would cost when I was a kid. Okay? And I understand that the price of goods and services inflate, the price of materials might get higher depending on certain things, but then I got to thinking, we live in a time where it's easier to manufacture a product than it's ever been in history. It's easier to obtain the materials for those products than it's ever been in history. Yet this shit is this expensive. A new house is $700 some odd thousand plus just to live in a. And a lot of times these houses aren't even made from just bricks and wood. They're made of foam and chicken wire. And this shit is damn near $1 million. Somebody's f***ing doing this.
I went to the mall. Don't go to the mall. But I am convinced that every store in the mall is a money laundering operation. I mean, every single one of them. And before you ask, no, I don't actually know what money laundering is. Everything I know about it, I learned from Breaking Bad and a Netflix documentary narrated by a British dude whispering over piano music. So no, I don't know. But explain this to me. How's the mall still open? Because there's nobody in there. I mean, the food court's got some people in there. But listen, there's a store.
No, this mall's being closed. Shit. Well, some malls still open. I don't know how.
That's selling medieval dragon swords next to a place with monogrammed phone cases, and somehow everybody's making rent? Absolutely not. You walk past a candle store, a luggage store, a weird store selling massage chairs and helicopters that are like this big, and they're paying rent? They're empty. Money laundering. You got some Pakistani dude trying to sell me eye bag cream from a kiosk. Brother, come here to me. Stop it. They're funneling illegal revenue through legitimate business structures. I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't even understand Kohl's cash. I don't understand how I bought a polo shirt in 2014 and now I got $380 in store credit. That's a real money laundering deal. Don't even get me started on the art and the rug stores in there. Tell me somebody painted a blue
Yeah, if they still open, something wrong with that.
square called emotional damage number 4 and somebody's paying $145,000 for it. That's Venmo for billionaires, folks. At this point, if a business stays open longer than Spirit Halloween, it's money laundering. We're walking through the mall like, cartel? Yep, cartel, definitely cartel. The pretzel store's a crime syndicate, and you got a 19-year-old working at Sunglass Hut just trying to survive, and everybody's looking at that dude like he's laundering money for Walter White. It's a money laundering operation. Prove me wrong.
I just noticed something so dystopian lately. I do field sales, so I'm in grocery stores a lot, and there's an entire major chain of grocery stores I've noticed doing something different. They started putting mini stores inside of the store. They have their own register, it's all blockaded off. And I asked one of the employees why they're doing this, and she said that they are blockading off the items that have most likely been stolen in the past. I get it, they're a business, they're a corporation, like that's capitalism, but I just think it's so important we take a step back and think about how crazy that is, that instead of looking at the astronomical price of groceries and why people might be stealing more, the corporations are just putting in more parameters to prevent theft. It's just so classic. The corporations always come out on top.
This restaurant tried charging me a $12 food reheat fee because I asked them to reheat my steak. That is not happening. I'm sorry.
Negative $12. Shit.
So we're here at Applebee's, and isn't this very interesting? If I want to tip 20% of my $49.49 total, it gives me a tip total of $11.30. When I do the math on my phone, it's actually $9.89. So, what do you guys think? Discrepancy? Is this happening at all the Applebee's or just this one? Good question.
Hey AMC, just wanted to document the conditions for the
God damn, them seats look nasty.
movie. That it was $40 for the two of us to have tickets, and then we got drinks and it was $60, and I just want to document that this is the conditions of the theater prior to the movie.
Since when has this ever?
Wow, medium fries. Damn.
Been a medium fry.
I haven't been in a fast food place in a minute, but damn. That's Happy Meal shit right here. God, and I bet you that shit got like $3 for that shit. Maybe $4.
Just because you write the word medium on it, that don't mean it's medium. When? Almost $3 for this.
But guess what? You bought it. You bought it. And I guess it caught her by surprise when she didn't know that, damn, this is the new medium.
What is? Because you wrote the word medium on there, it's a medium.
Okay, can someone explain to me in what world a USB drive
Oh, yeah, here we go. Yep, here we go.
is $200? What?
Yeah, that's ridiculous. And what size is this shit? God damn. God, I know damn well, I know $200, that gotta be a mistake. A freaking, 520 gig C drive. I mean a C drive. I'm just sorry. I'm just lost for words, bro. I'm just lost for words. $200 off of that little shit. This motherfucker should be like $20.
What happened? What has happened? Like, I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. 200.
Oh man, I mean, god dang. This is a little bit more than the other one. God dang. It ain't like it's a SD for a little micro SD card. I mean, even micro SD cards was cheaper than this shit. Let me see. Let's take a look with Amazon. I don't know. There might be a mistake they did. I don't know. Cause I know the SSD, yeah, like shit like this, they run to hell. They pretty expensive, pretty pricey. Yeah, this is goodness gracious. Wait a minute, 2 TB, and this is 800. Yeah. It's like this should be like from like last year. It should have been cost like $150 for this shit. Yeah, but now it's double that price, almost double. Well, let me see. What did he say? S card? Oh no, it was a flash drive. Just type in flash drive. See, we get shit $79 for 5. Well, no, it's 5 of these. Now let me see. Yeah, man, that's some bunch of bullshit. That picture they showed, I don't know what store. It's probably Office Depot. I don't know. That could be like Office Depot. And I think those are digital. Yeah, those are digital, whatchamacallits. Digital price tags. So them bitches are fucking way off. They ain't charging that much. See, this one here is a SanDisk, the same size, 512 gigabytes for $74.99, which that's still expensive as hell. Shit. Yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit. And Samsung $80 for this crap. All these damn thumb drives. Yeah, man, that's bullshit. Whoa. Oh yeah, 1 terabit, $210. That's what this probably was going on. They got that shit mixed up. I don't know. Let me get back to the video.
$140 for this?
Yeah, that should have been at least a 1 terabit flash drive. Not something like a 512 gigabyte. Shit, no.
$125? This thing is the size of my thumbnail.
Something needs to be
That's what they call it, thumbnail. I think thumbnail drive.
said about this because I'm in shock. So my daughter had a $10 gift card to Starbucks, and so we decided to stop. She got a tall caramel ribbon crunch frappuccino and a unicorn cake pop. I want you to tell me how much you think that this was. These two items.
$50.
Tall, the smallest size they have of a frappuccino, and this.
Nah, it gotta be about $30. No, 20 at least.
Cake pop. Oh wait. Both of these items together were $10.23.
So it was 20 something dollars.
$10.23 for this. Okay, look at how, like, this is a tall. I mean, am I cheap? Like, I understand inflation. Like, I get it. I totally understand. And don't tell me, like, why are we still shopping at Starbucks? Why? Shut up. She had a gift card. Like, get off me. I cannot believe that was so expensive. Like, I'm actually...
Well, bitch, you the one that bought the shit. And then now you got to make a video about it. You complain about the size. I mean, I'm pretty sure she buy the shit on the regular, or either, I don't know, they probably shrunk the size of it, jump. I don't know, without her without her realizing it. I don't know. Anyway, how much time I got? 34 minutes. Alright, anyway, I'm not gonna play no more of this shit, but if you want to watch the rest of it, be my guest, they go to the title, they go to channel. Yeah, this shit is whooping you American asses. Proud motherfuckers. You deserve it too. I just pray the Lord have mercy on me. You better pray the Lord have mercy on you. You seeking Yahweh Shema Shah for salvation. Hagar chapter 1 verse 6. Ye have sown much and bring in little, meaning you work so hard for very little you earn. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes. So you ain't got enough for food, water to drink, or baby, but with clothing to to get new clothes. You ain't definitely got enough to save. Man, it's getting rough. Seek the Lord, because the Lord the one that's doing this. Yahweh and Yahweh are lords. Last video, by the way, it's coming from the channel, I don't know brother name, but it's the Hopeful Act 3. And before I go any further, let me go ahead and get this one too. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, be the people that's keeping the financial system running, from the stocks to the banks to just anything involving money, and shit is collapsing. And strong men shall bow themselves in the grinder seats because of the lack of work, and those that look out of windows be darkened. The future is looking pretty bad, and all road leading to the chip implant. Yep. And the door shall be shut in the street. Big businesses, small businesses closing up when the sound of the grinding is low. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, by actual birds, or roosters, early birds trying to get the worm, or the electric alarm clock, that shit. And all the dogs of mute shall be brought low. Oh, I just read it. Read it again. Hagar chapter 1 verse 6. Ye have so much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye are not filled with enough. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but my goodness. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes. Proverbs chapter 29 verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear food, the people mourn. And who is that wicked? Esau, Edom, so-called white man, but he ain't white. He's red. He's a baby dick sucking, foreskin eating, Jewish faggot fucker, Amalek.
Why are you so stressed? Because I don't have enough money. It's just not enough money. The state's like, you don't get food stamps no more. You got a bonus. 1 month. Just not enough money for anything. You pay the bills and it's just a handful of money left, and it's not even enough for groceries for 2 weeks. And I can't get to the food pantries because we only have 1 car. And I get to work and they want to stress me out too. I hate being poor. You work, and you got nothing. You don't qualify for nothing because you make a little bit too much 1 month.
I don't know what to say anymore. I work 40 hours a week. I got my paycheck yesterday. And it's gone. How am I supposed to live on $123 for the next 3 weeks? Somebody tell me. I had to get groceries. We were out of everything. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of living like this. I'm sick of seeing my customers like this. When is it going to stop? When is it going to end? For being in my 30s, this is hell. This is hell. Can't afford anything, can't do anything fun. What's the point of working if all you're doing is working to work for more bills and taxes and all the bullshit? It isn't fair.
I'm tired of a world where no one can afford to live. No one can afford to live. They tell us, get a job, work hard, and you'll be okay. That's not the case. When did we normalize having 2 jobs? Because I'm about to have to get a 2nd job just to survive. That shouldn't be a thing. I am one person working $22 an hour job at 40 hours a week, and I can't afford to support myself. That is insane. That is insane. Something's got to give, guys. I don't know what we're going to do.
I make way more than minimum wage, and somehow...
And you can do seek Yahweh Shema Shah if you're an Israelite. And repent.
I am still stressing about groceries, rent, and gas. The average rent for a studio is almost $2,000 in Michigan. Gas is around $5 a gallon. And instead to do anything to lower costs, Republicans in Washington are too focused on giving the rich tax breaks. When are they going to give us middle class and lower class any break at all?
Never.
So Trump said everybody is doing amazing. Prices are coming down. People are traveling. The gas prices are coming down. The food prices are coming down. We're in a big economic boom, according to President Trump. I'm in the middle of Gatlinburg, and I'm going to tell you right now, travel is down probably half of what it was last year. There is nowhere near the traffic up here this year on vacation as there been in years in the past. As for the food prices around here, I haven't seen anything come down. The prices to rent a hotel room or to rent an apartment is still skyrocketing.
And Trump will tell you, man, you need to clean your glasses, bro. You need to clean on glasses. Them glasses are foggy, bro. They get a little dingy and dirty. You got a little oil stain here and there. And that's the problem. You're seeing something off, and them glasses need to be clean. You need to rinse it with some water or some Windex or something, and get a fiber cleaner, cloth to wipe them glasses. When you clean them glasses, then you'll see them prices change. Shit. Yeah, them prices change. You'll see more people they be hustling and bustling on the road. Right now, you just can't see it because your glasses need to be clean.
Here, the prices to get gas, it's still well above $3.60 here in most places. Every once in a while,
It's all about them glasses, bro. You need to clean your glasses. You seeing things.
I find it for like $3.45 or something, but it's still higher. I would just like to know where he is seeing this. Like, is he that delusional to where he believes that that's what's actually happening here?
No, it's just your glasses, bro. You need to clean your glasses.
Like, I support this man, but quit lying to us.
Why would you support somebody, still continue supporting somebody that continues lying to you? Maybe it's that time you need to stop supporting that person. Yeah. Or you supporting this whole system. For you Israelites, need to seek the Lord, man. Don't be like this joker. Don't support somebody who's just lying to them. Shit.
See with their own eyes.
Not ghostlighting, but gaslighting the shit out of them.
This is the truth, not what you want it to be. We've asked for that 100%, but y'all have not delivered on it. In fact, everything is the same or not worse as it was under Biden.
If you voted for this administration under the impression that gas and grocery prices were going to go down, did you get what you were promised? Because as a serial DoorDasher who eats the same thing every week, right? I put my grocery order in every single week and I get the same thing. And I obviously knew that the prices had changed, but I took it upon myself this afternoon to actually go and look back at the cost of my groceries in December versus now. And I literally was able to get 29 items from Aldi back in December. And for the same budget that I have, I'm only able to get 16 of those items. And while I'm so grateful that I could still get 16 items and stay within my budget for the week, I could only imagine what that would have looked like if I was a family of 4. Millions of...
Hagar. Where they go back to Hagar chapter 1 verse 6. Yep. Hagar chapter 1 verse 6.
People who are relying on some type of social safety net, whether it was food assistance, healthcare assistance, or whatever, are struggling right now. And so people are having to choose between getting groceries or paying their rent, getting their prescription or putting gas in their tank so that they could actually go to work every day. Like, I genuinely need to understand, did you get what you were promised? And if you didn't, are we willing and ready to admit that there is something that needs to change?
Let's be real for a second, guys. Walking into a grocery store shouldn't feel as heavy as it does. But lately, it's bad. You're not just grabbing food anymore. You're doing math in your head the whole damn time. You're trying to clip every coupon before you get to checkout. Putting things back and just skipping extra snacks or stuff. Hoping the total doesn't hit too hard at the register. And then you get home, and that electric bill is still sitting there. You see it. Your stomach drops. You know you have to pay it. Because it's not just a bill anymore. It's another stress that none of us asked for. Life has gotten a lot harder on a lot of us. Some people feel it deep. Other people lap it off just to get through the damn day. But either way, we all know it's still there, right? This world feels heavy right now. Families working more, but seeing each other less. Parents exhausted, days blending together, just trying to keep everything afloat. And the question nobody says out loud, how long is this supposed to keep going like this?
Till the missiles come. Hey man, seek Yahweh Shema Shah by seeking his prophets and take heed what it's saying. Try to build a spiritual mental relationship with Yahweh Shema Shah by praying to Yahweh Shema Shah, praising Yahweh Shema Shah, worshiping Yahweh Shema Shah, fearing Yahweh Shema Shah, and repenting to Yahweh Shema Shah. To all the men out there pushing their truth and nothing but the truth in the name, spirit, and the power of Yahweh Shema Shah, keep on preaching, keep on teaching, keep your faith and trust strong. Yahweh Shema Shah, stay humble. And to you few sisters out there, take heed, keep your faith and trust strong. Yahweh Shema Shah, stay humble, stay in order with your man. If you ain't got no man, stay in order. Yahweh Shema Shah, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, and all praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Shalom.